Ladies and gentlemen, great pleasure to announce the General Manager of European Automotive Imports, Ferrari importer for Australia, Kevin Wall, to outline the capabilities of this new supercar.
Thanks, Tim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2006 Australian International Motor Show, and of course, particularly to the Ferrari stand, and where we would suggest to you, in fact, the star of this year's show lies just to my left and in front of you. The all-new Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano. It was a tough design brief the guys took on to build this car, I can tell you, because it is built to a standard, to their own briefs, whereby they benchmarked it against their own iconic model, the F40. The task was to produce a V12 Berlinetta that would outperform the F40, but to current production standards. It was a tough brief. The V12 6-litre engine is a derivative of the record-breaking Enzos, but higher revving and in a lighter casing. 620 brake horsepower, 462 kilowatts. 599 is simply the most aerodynamically designed, most efficient aerodynamically designed Ferrari V12 front-engine car that the company has ever built, and that's actually saying something. 0 to 100 kilometres an hour in 3.7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, you're there. It is lightning quick, top speed in excess of 330 kilometres an hour. F1 superfast 6-speed transmission comes standard on this vehicle. It's controlled by the same software that Michael Schumacher controls the transmission on his F1 car, or at least used to, Tim. The result are gear changes on this car that take just 100 milliseconds. Now that is only ever so slightly slower than a Ferrari Formula 1 car. In automatic mode, however, the 599 is as smooth as silk to drive. This is truly a flexible vehicle. The suspension is controlled by electromagnets. I'm not going to go into the details of this right here, except to say that what this vehicle does is it controls its dampness, it controls the ride characteristics of the vehicle within 40 milliseconds. Adhesion is maximised, and safety is absolutely the winner in this supercar. The world's best handling and comfort are the results. Body roll is kept to a minimum, and as I say, tyre adhesion and safety are maximised. The braking system in this car, of course, is designed to arrest your progression as quickly as 599 can progress it. But as I say, we've got 330 kilometres potential top speed here, so some of our customers are selecting the optional carbon ceramic brakes, getting even closer to the F1 experience, I guess. This vehicle also comes standard with Ferrari's F1 traction control system. It equates to what the Ferrari engineers entitle fun and performance, because now drivers of, shall we say, lesser ability than Michael Schumacher's can get out there on a tracker, or maybe not on a road, and have a high performance experience in this car, a supercar that actually works with them as opposed to against them, and in other words, keeps the drivers safe. On the Fiorano track, this F1 traction control system actually reduces the circuit times of this vehicle by 1.5 seconds, and believe me, that is lightning quick around that track. But the 599 is flexible too. The 599 steering wheel features the revolutionary Manatino system, which, with the turn of a switch, can adjust the attitude of this vehicle. So, in actual fact, whilst you're driving a supercar, if you're going down to the shops or you're going to pick up little Johnny from school, you don't necessarily need to feel like you're competing in the Monaco Grand Prix. Inside, this car comes listed with a whole list of standard features, as you would expect to find in a vehicle of this size and quality. We are working with our current list of owners on developing personalised packages for them. But this car, as you see, is personalised, but there are almost an infinite number of ways of getting this car up to one's personal standard. Look, let me sum up by saying this. In Europe, the motoring press have said an awful lot about this car. In fact, Evo magazine, to pick one, suggested that this is the finest driver's car ever built, full stop, as Tim said. And they're not the only magazine or motoring organisation to suggest that is in fact so. The chief scribe of Evo magazine went on to suggest, quote unquote, that it was quite simply the most enthralling concentrated and mind-altering supercar he had ever driven. Well, we suspect that those of you who have the opportunity to get behind the wheel of a new Ferrari 599 may well be in for a few mind-altering experiences of your own. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, thanks for coming. Let me introduce to you the new Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming. Edward over here to my right, to your left, possibly has some press packs for those of you who haven't already collected them. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for your time. And thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Kev.